fruits of piety plus a heart that's impure equals pride. I'll do it again. You know, Queen Kunti indicates what the fruits of piety are. There are 4 in her list, and then subdivisions and combinations. Good birth, birth in a good family, janma. Aishvarya, wealth. Shruta, good capacity for learning and education. And Shri, beauty. And singing and mridanga playing counts too. So those are fruits of past pious deeds. And if one has the fruits of past pious deeds plus a heart that's impure, that's false ego, it becomes pride. Guaranteed, every time, every time. And Krishna doesn't like pride. He likes us to be successful, but he doesn't like a heart that's impure. So he decided, in his own way, to remove Indra's pride, and it worked. But it was humiliating. The way that he did it was very beautiful, but it was very humiliating for Indra. So what Krishna did, he said to his father, specifically, he said to his father, Indra doesn't have the ability to end the cycle of birth and death and to lift people to the position of transcendence. Instead, by our very occupation, we're not dependent upon Indra, we're dependent upon Govardhan Hill. So my dear father, please take all these ingredients prepared for Indra Yagya and have all the Vijbasi ladies make very nice food preparations and bring all those food preparations before Govardhan Hill, make a big anukut of offerings to Krishna, and feed the cows and worship the brahmanas and circumambulate the cows and circumambulate Govardhan Hill, and then make this big festival. So they did all those things. Just as Krishna said. He's a little 7-year-old boy who listens to little 7-year-old boys do a U-turn. But they love Krishna, so they did a U-turn. They did exactly what Krishna said. And as the big festival was going on, Krishna wanted very much that they would understand it's just not child's prattle. Govardhan is Krishna himself. So what did he do? This is my favorite part, one of my favorite parts of the whole pastime. Krishna manifested a form of Hari. He's Hari Das Varya, and he's also Hari. Just like we worship Govardhan Hill, not as the best of the devotees of Hari, but Hari himself, Krishna himself. Govardhan is Krishna himself. He manifested a form of Hari, and he didn't just accept the offerings, but he ate everything. It was all gone. And so what did Hari say? Aniyor! Aniyor! That's local language for, I want more. Bring me more. And they looked at each other. He not only eats everything, but he talks. So they went to their storerooms and they made more offerings and brought all the more offerings, and Hari ate everything. And then he said, Aniyor! Aniyor! Bring me more. So they went back to their storerooms and they took the last that was in their storerooms and they cooked it and offered it all to Hari, just like there's going to be some nice offerings. Many of our devotees made nice offerings to give to Govardhan. And he ate everything. And they didn't have anything left in their storerooms, and he called, I want more, Aniyor, Aniyor. What to do? Yikes. Our life is to please Hari, and he wants more. We can't give him more. A very intelligent Vaishnava had the answer. One tulsi leaf to Hari, satisfied. Lesson. Make sure you offer tulsi leaves, at least one, when you worship Govardhan Hill. And then you'll be very fully satisfied, however nice your cooking is. Some of you may know that in the Govardhan Parikrama, the place where they made this Anukut, the hill is very tall, and they filled the whole area, like long, big area, and tall area, with all their cooked items. And just down a little bit further is a village called Anior, in honor of this wonderful pastime. Now comes the pride of Indra. He got really agitated. When a person is expecting to be honored and they don't get honored, they take it as dishonor. So what did he do? He got completely wild. He called the rain cloud that's only invoked at the time of universal devastation, Samvartaka is the name of that cloud formation, and summoned Samvartaka, I have some service for you. Inundate the entire village of Vrindavan, Nanda Maharaj and all his villagers. They need to be severely punished. Rain so severely the whole place is going to flood, and they'll all die. He was like, a cow killer, Indra, and Brijbasi killer, and Nanda Maharaj killer. He was in bad shape. And too bad you don't have pictures to show you all these things. The images are really nice. So, big storm and big winds and torrential rain. The sound effects are really great. Too bad you can't hear it. Thunder. And lightning bolts coming down and showers and torrents of rain. The whole of Vrindavan started to flood. And they didn't have a good drainage system. And the water was rising, and the water was rising, and they were not only fearful for themselves, but their cows. And what are the cows going to do when it's flood time? So what to do, what to do, what to do? Krishna! Help! Krishna! They knew what to do. He's a little 7-year-old boy. What's a little 7-year-old boy going to do? Don't worry, I'll protect you. There's very nice verses in this chapter where he's considering within himself, they see me as their only shelter, and I'm here to protect them. I will give them protection by all means. And so he indicated to them, I'm going to lift Govardhan Hill. Remember how big Govardhan Hill? 12 miles tall. Big. Big. And he not only lifted Govardhan Hill, but he lifted it with one hand. Not only with one hand, with his left hand. And not only with his left hand, but the little finger of his left hand. And he lifted Govardhan Hill up in the air and invited all the Brijvasis. They're very beautiful paintings showing this. Water is flooding everywhere and come underneath Govardhan Hill. Now Jiva Goswami says one thing and other acharyas say something else. Question. If it's flooding everywhere and he's lifting Govardhan Hill, why did the water go underneath Govardhan Hill? That's a good question. And the answer, one answer is, Jiva Goswami's answer is, by his own power, just as he could lift Govardhan Hill, the water didn't go underneath the hill by his willing potency. Oh, look at this, it's working now. What's the moving it forward button? Okay. So, there's a nice painting, but I want to go to where we are rather than all these nice paintings. All these nice paintings, all these nice paintings. Here's Krishna consulting Nanda, Nanda deciding to have Indra's becoming angry, etc. So there's the Anukut festival, and there's Lord Hari. Yeah. After everyone has eaten to his satisfaction, etc. So they're doing, we just did, Govardhan Puja, and Abhishek, and so on, and so on, and so on. I want to go to where Indra's becoming angry. There's Krishna. I like this. There's Krishna bowing before Hari. It's Krishna bowing to Krishna. And the hill is also Krishna. It's three Krishnas. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hey! Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam. Okay. You can't hear it. This is the rain clouds bringing the devastation. Krishna's lifting of this is the painting. There's the water all around. Look on the far left, buildings are crumbling. And some of the elders are already underneath the hill, and others are trying to make their way to get underneath the hill. One hand, just as a child holds up a mushroom, the Lord then addressed the cowherd community, O mother, O father, O residents of Braja, if you wish, you may now come under this hill with your cows. Now, how many cows are there in Vrindavan? Nanda Maharaj, according to Shastra, Nanda Maharaj alone has 900,000 cows, and there's others that have cows. 900,000 cows, how do they fit under it? And all their household paraphernalia and bullock carts and the ladies and their children and the whole thing fit underneath Govardhan Hill. Many nice paintings depicting with the little finger of his left hand Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill. This painting shows he stood on a little rise. So, because he's only 7 years old and everybody's got to be under the hill, so he's got to be up on a little mound so they can get under the hill. And for this entire period of time, their eyes are fixed upon Krishna. And they're amazed by continuously drinking the nectar of the beauty and sweetness of Sri Krishna. The residents of Vrindavan felt no hunger, thirst, or fatigue. And Lord Krishna, by seeing their beautiful forms, also forgot eating, drinking, and sleeping. Thinking of a 7-year-old child, and who doesn't want to eat, sleep, or drink? But it was an ecstatic pastime for them, and it's ecstatic pastime for us to remember. There on the right side, that's Nanda and Yashoda. And here's all the residents of Vrindavan underneath Govardhan Hill, with a few structures up on top of Govardhan Hill, of course. You should have no fear that this mountain will fall from my hand, and don't be afraid of the wind and rain, for your deliverance from these afflictions has already been arranged. And see up on the top, there's Indra, sending the rain and the thunderbolts and everything. Their minds thus pacified by Lord Krishna, they all entered underneath the hill, where they found ample room for themselves and all their cows, wagons, servants, and priests, and for all other members of the community as well. Lord Krishna, forgetting hunger and thirst and putting aside considerations of personal pleasure, stood there holding up the hill for 7 days as the people of Vraja gazed upon him. This painting is the European BBT printed Krishna book, because there's original Krishna book, and they wanted to make some special artwork. So the European BBT they had their artists make some special artwork, and this is the style of their art for the European BBT Krishna book. Lord Krishna held up the mountain while his praises were chanted by the residents of Braja, all of whom now had the opportunity to dwell together with him, and who glanced at him with joyful and amazed eyes. Thus, the cowherd men and women were elated, and out of loving affection, they opened their eyes wide. Many such nice paintings. Krishna's lifting of Govardhan Hill is full of fascinating details and has for thousands of years remained one of his most famous pastimes. And that's why there's so many paintings of this nice pastime. Ordinarily, a large cowherd community, which includes many thousands of cows, calves, bulls, and so on, could not fit under the base of a medium-sized hill like Sri Govardhan. So how was it possible? Because the hill was in ecstasy, being touched by the hand of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it expanded, and it didn't even feel the thunderbolt weapons hitting its back. It felt it was like the offering of fragrant flowers. At times, Govardhan was not even aware that the thunderbolts were striking. When Indra's attack began, and Krishna lifted the hill, the deer, wild hogs, and other animals and birds standing on the hill's flanks climbed up to its peaks, and even they did not experience the slightest distress. Krishna's mercy. The inhabitants of Vrindavan and their animals remained there for 1 week without being disturbed by hunger, thirst, or any other discomfort. Of course, there's Balaram right by his side, Krishna casting sidelong glances at the gopis, and of course his mother and his friends, and everyone's very, very happy, but except for Indra. When Indra saw this, his pride had been smashed. He then instructed the Samvartaka cloud and the other clouds and all the wind to desist. The clouds parted. Very nice painting. The sun came out. The water started to recede. And Krishna said, "My dear cowherd men, please go out with your wives, children, and possessions. Give up your fear. The wind and rain have stopped, and the river's high waters have subsided." After Krishna had lifted Govardhan Hill and thus protected the inhabitants of Braja, you see there's Surabhi by his side, and you can't see so well, but behind him is Airavata. So both came. And the end of the pastime, because it's time to end the pastime because of the clock keeps ticking. I'll just end the pastime. There's a very nice paintings. We'll just show the paintings. There's Airavata offering Abhishek to Krishna, because when Airavata came from the heavenly realm, he didn't tell Indra, but he brought a trunk full of Ganges water, and with the intention that he wanted to bathe Krishna. So he got to bathe Krishna. That was on the other side of the hill. And on this side of the hill, on the eastern side of the hill where the Anukut was done, there was also Surabhi, as we see in this painting. Surabhi did her Abhishek with her milk directly upon the body of Krishna, and the water or the milk was collected in Govinda Kund. And there's a celebrated event. Because of time, I'm going quickly. At this time, Indra was very free from pride, and Govinda said, our real Indra is not Indra. Our real Indra is Krishna. He is our Govinda. He is the Vinda, the one who gives pleasure to the cows. And so from this time, this name, Govinda, has stuck. And where Surabhi performed her Abhishek is Govinda Kund. Many of you have been to this place, and if you haven't been, now you know the pastime behind the place. It's a very nice place. Indra came. There's so many nice prayers. Because of time, we're not going to include those nice prayers. And he begged Krishna's forgiveness. Krishna gave his forgiveness, instructed him, don't ever become proud again. You're the servant. You're not the Lord. Although they call you Lord Indra, you're the servant. And he returned to the heavenly realm. And till today, we're honoring this pastime by worshipping of the Shila that has come from Govardhan Hill. And I believe this is the Shila that's right here in Houston, yes? Yes. So Giri Govardhan ki, Giriraj Maharaj ki, Gaur Pimanandi Haribo. So I've gone past my time, and I'll let you go on to whatever the next activity is. Who is our MC? Oh, there he is. You like the microphone?
Hare Krishna, Happy New Year, Happy Govardhan Puja, Happy Annakut Festival. How many of you came here with an empty stomach? And do not lie. Krishna knows the truth. Y'all had lunch, right? Well, get ready. As Maharaj was talking about Lord Shri Krishna and him wanting more and more food items, our pujaris on the altar are preparing the altar, and hopefully the curtains will open soon. Before we do that, wanted to acknowledge our brand new outfit that our deities are decorated in today. Is sponsored by His Grace Chaitanya Prabhu and Draupadi Mataji, Neil and Chandani, Janak Maharaj Prabhu and the family. The festivities for Diwali and Govardhan Puja, we have a few sponsors that we want to acknowledge as well. Our grand sponsors are Srinivasacharya Prabhu and Sundari Radhika Mataji, Brajavallabh Prabhu, Murli Manohar Prabhu and Sasymukhi Mataji, Praveen Bhai and family. And the prasadam is sponsored by Kshitij Sisa, Sudama Subala Kapoor, Sheshadri and Ambani Veera Raghavan. And the festival decorations are sponsored by Mamata Malik. Okay, so here is the program, and it probably will change again. However, before we begin the Arati program, and as devotees are making arrangement for the temple to be expanded a little more, so more of you can actually see the deities when we do open the curtain and do the Annakut Arati. However, the Annakut Arati, and all of you are able to see the deities up and close, so we don't fight over our time. We do this every year. And every year I have to remind you. So who looks like a bad person? Everybody point at me. I am the one, because apparently I am not making the message clear. Each and every one of you will have an opportunity to see the deities and take darshan of the Annakut festival. So please be mindful, stay in your lines and stay within the confines. And when you go near the altar, please do not stop to take pictures. We will take some pictures and we will share them on our social media accounts as well. However, if you stop, it actually delays everybody else from coming in here and having good time to see the deities being offered this Annakut festival. So can everyone please remember when you come here, and then the one most important thing is many times some of you, because it's a new year, you probably want to take a selfie in front of the deities. Krishna does not sanction selfies in front of him. You can take his pictures when you're in the back. However, when you're in front of the altar, please do not stop to take Krishna selfie when Krishna is behind you. That's very inappropriate. So please don't do that. And many times we remind you, there are volunteers that remind you. However, many of you continue to do this. Every time we have to push you, and then who looks like the bad person? Everybody point at me. Me. So please don't point at me anymore. You can point at yourself. But if you can remember some of this basic etiquette, it will help all of us. Also, when you go to Gauranga Hall, which after the Arati, we are going to be following Nilamadava Prabhu. He will be leading us all to Gauranga Hall, because our Sunday school children have also prepared a very special Annakut festival in Gauranga Hall. So there is not only prasadam that is offered to the deities on the altar, there is plenty of prasadam that the Sunday school children are creating this nice, wonderful Giriraj Govardhan Annakut festival. So there is plenty of prasadam. When Mahaprasadam is served in the Gauranga Hall, there are some rules. This again, we remind you about these rules every year, and every year we just fail. So who looks like the bad person? So by now you should know. Point, right? So please take time, honor the prasadam that is being offered to you. If you're going to stand there and select this item or that item, then it delays the process. There will be plenty of prasadam. There will be plenty of prasadam for you to take home. So please be mindful about some of these simple things. Now, with the upcoming events here, November the 5th is Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, and we're having a festival here to celebrate Srila Prabhupada on November 5th, the actual day. Tomorrow is Sunday feast. His Holiness Ramapad Swami Maharaj will be not only giving Srimad Bhagavatam class in the morning, Maharaj will be also giving class in the evening. Maharaj is coming back end of this month for a Thanksgiving retreat. And if you have not yet registered, please do so. You can visit our website, iskonhouston.org/retreat, and there's all the information you need. Adults and children will require registration. This retreat is from November 27, which is late Wednesday evening, short presentation, all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday. So there's 3.5 days of spending time with Maharaj, and Maharaj is going to be speaking with a book from Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Madhurya Kadambini. So please visit our website, and there is a lot more details on the website for you to make plan and make registration. Next weekend, next Saturday, November the 9th, is Festival of Bliss, and we're doing a Jagannath Ratha Yatra here in Houston for the very first time. The festival is from 10:30 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Parking is here at the temple. However, the festival is at the American Legion Park. Again, if you go to our website, you will see all the details. A wonderful festival is planned. In addition to the chariot parade, you will have Festival of India, you will have Color Fest, there will be Prasadam, Govindas will be serving their goodies, there is activities for young children, there is face painting, there is yoga, there is meditation, and of course there is kirtan and dancing. So, and it's free. So you don't have to do registration. Please come to the temple, park here, and then walk about 2 blocks to American Legion Park next Saturday, November the 9th, and it starts at 10:30. The chariot parade or the Rath Yatra starts at noon, and it will be in the neighborhood that will be taking the chariot to. And I believe the pujaris are indicating that they are ready to open the curtains so we can all see the deities. Everyone please remain seated. And as I indicated, after the arati is complete, everyone will proceed to Gauranga Hall to participate in this children's Annakut festival as well. Hare Krishna. Everyone please remain seated. Giri Govardhan ki, Giriraj Maharaj ki, Shri Shri Radha Giridhari ki, Shri Shri Radha Nilamadhava ki, Shri Shri Radha Nilamadhava ki, Shri Shri Nitai Chaitanya Chandra Nitai Gaura Chandra ki. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Giri Govardhan, 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 Jaya